welcome to the semifinals set of the Victory Road Draft League Season 2. This is going to be the set between Sartoad and Morgana, Sartoad being Detroit Deinos and Morgana being Northern Necrozmas. This is not the first battle in this set, so if you haven't watched the first battle, go ahead and do that. This is the second battle. I'm about to say a spoiler, so close out if you haven't watched the first battle. It was pretty interesting. So the set score is a 1-0 victory for Morgana. He needs one more win to advance onto the losers finals. Sartoad will need to take a win if he wants to go to game 3. And the game score was 4-0 for Morgana. So he did manage to win by a comfortable margin, but it looks like there were some changes. So let's see what we have. Heatran is now replacing Crobat, and Primarina is now replacing Mega Garchomp. So the Mega in this battle is Mega Gardevoir on Sartoad's team. We have Z-Any Salamence, Z-Attack Heatran on Sartoad's team. And then we have Z-Any Necrozma on Morgana's team. It does look like the changes made will help. I think that Heatran was definitely a good choice because it can set up Stealth Rock, which is something that could really benefit Sartoad, especially in taking away sashes. And it is relatively good against Gengar. It might have some trouble versus those water types. I think it'll definitely be a Balloon variant, or maybe a Chople Berry variant to deal with Zeraora. And in terms of Primarina, it's not Mega Garchomp. I think that the matchup between Mega Garchomp and Mega Gardevoir made Morgana want to switch out Mega Garchomp. So let's see how these changes go, and let's jump right in and see how this battle goes. And we'll begin. In terms of leads, I think we might see Araquanid lead and maybe Zeraora. I'm not sure if we'll see Zeraora lead, but we do see the Araquanid lead. We see the Necrozma lead. Both want to set up hazards. Araquanid probably can go for a Sticky Web, but it actually goes for the Leech Life, which does 37% to Blacklight, who goes for the Trick Room. Interesting choice considering Araquanid is pretty slow. Araquanid probably not going to want to set up Sticky Webs at this point, considering there's a Trick Room up. Probably will see Araquanid go for another Leech Life, but Conkeldurr will have a free switch, and if that's the case, and Conkeldurr can hit very hard with a Rock move, which will hit pretty much anything hard that switches in minus Doublade. The Trick Room is surprising to me, considering that there is a Gengar and Zeraora on Morgana's team who are pretty fast. But we do see Dumban the Conkeldurr come in. Sartoad calls out that switch in with Liquidation, which does more than 50% to Dumban. I do believe Dumban is slower. Oh no, Araquanid's slower, and it actually takes out Dumban. And there's still 2 more turns left of this Trick Room. Really good call out by Sartoad. Araquanid definitely taking advantage of this Trick Room considering how slow it is. So Chimley Manly, the Mantine, comes out now. And Araquanid is inflicted with Toxic. Mantine goes right back and Toxic Araquanid as well. Both of these bulky water types suffering from the same status condition inflicted by each other. Score is 6-5. In Sartoad's favor. Araquanid still pretty comfortable in the Trick Room, but Chimley Manly does have the power to wall Araquanid, considering it has Water Absorb and Leech Life will not do much damage to it. The big question is, if Sartoad switches something in to take a Scald, what will it be? We might see Mega Gardevoir come in because it does not care about that burn from Scald. But actually, Jet Set of the Zeraora is going to be the one to come in. And Sticky Web is set up right as that final turn of Trick Room is removed. Of course, Plasma Fist will hit pretty much anything pretty hard. Salamence with Intimidate might be good against Jet Setter right now. Looks like a liquidation from Araquanid's going to do some decent damage, bringing it down to 47%. We see Jet Setter with the bulk up once again. Plasma Fists will hit anything hard at this point. I think we might see Salamence come in to try and intimidate Jet Setter, but Jet Setter is not affected by that sticky web, so it might be able to outspeed Salamence. We have seen Scarf Salamence before from Sartoad, especially in a pinch situation like this. He needs to win this game if he wants to continue on in the playoffs. So who will come in to take that Plasma Fist? Actually, Gardevoir could be a very good choice to come in to take the Plasma Fist because it could trace the Volt Absorb and switch in safely. So that's also a consideration for Sartoad as well. I think we'll definitely see a Plasma Fist. Jet Setter doesn't want to risk not killing Araquanid, considering a liquidation will be enough to take it down. Both of these Pokemon facing off. Really tense moment right now. Anything that switches in might be in trouble. So we see Araquanid actually staying in, and the Plasma Fist takes it down. Doublade is the next Pokemon to come in. It can survive a Plasma Fist, surely, even after that bulk up because of that immense bulk from Eviolite. However, Jet Setter does have access to knockoff, so that's something to consider as well. A Shadow Claw, if it crits, will be enough to take down Jet Setter. I think without the crit, I don't think it'll be enough to actually take down Jet Setter, but it might put it in range of Shadow Sneak killing it. The knockoff does 50% to Doublade, who proceeds to go for the Shadow Claw. It does bring Jet Setter down to 13%. That might be enough for that Shadow Sneak KO on Jet Setter. And indeed, Shadow Sneak is enough to take down Zeraora. The score is now 5-4 with Doublade at 50% and no Eviolite. Chimley Manly, the Mantine, back again. Might see a Defog to remove that Sticky Web. Gengar does not like Sticky Web. Salamence comes in, and indeed the Defog is going to remove those Sticky Webs. Salamence at 100%, so pretty comfortable. Chimley Manly can't really touch Salamence unless it has Ice Beam. Salamence can proceed to go for a Dragon Dance now, but it doesn't want to be burned by a Scald. Salamence goes for the Substitute instead. Toxic is not going to hit past that Substitute. Good choice by Sartoad, being able to take advantage of Mantine's passivity in setting up Substitute. Blacklight, the Necrozma, comes in now. Dragon Dance is up on Salamence. This is starting to look like Sartoad can go for a sweep. Blacklight can remove that Substitute, but will it be able to take down Salamence? We see the Z move come out. It's a Supersonic Sky Strike, and that is enough to take out Blacklight. Score is now 5-3, and the Moxie boost is now up as well. In comes Skull the Gengar. Hidden Power hits, it's super effective, and the Earthquake is going to hit, removing Skull. Score is now 5-2, and Salamence gets yet another Moxie boost. Aerith comes in, the Fly is up, and Fly hits, taking out Aerith. The last Pokemon is Mantine. Scald will miss because of the Fly. And Fly takes out Mantine. And that is a 5-0 score for StarToad. Yet another explosive match. We still didn't even reach 20 turns. This is going to take it to a game 3. The set score is now 1-1. This is anyone's game. The next trainer to win will continue on to losers finals, and the loser will be knocked out of playoffs. What an exciting set. Stay tuned for the next battle. This is Noel from Sun and Friendly, and I'll see you then.